Alam mo, Melba, Grace, ang experience ko habang nakikinig dun sa interview kay Nikki, para bang nakikinig ako sa isang symphony. Di ba yung
Ganda
symphony
naman nun.
merong theme, merong kaisahan. And that's my experience while listening to him. Ano? Yung tema ng integrity, honor, service, and faithfulness to your sense of what is the meaning of life for you, napaka-coherent sa kwento ng buhay ni Nikki. At ang dating rin ng kwento niya, merong coherence yung kanyang sinasabi sa kanyang isinasabuhay. No, siguro, kaya ganun, makikita mo rin yun sa kanyang early childhood experiences. Kasi yung kwento niya ng kanyang buhay nung bata siya, no? Kung paano hinutok siya ng kanyang magulang to be a man of integrity, to stand up for what you believe is right. No, malinaw na malinaw yun. Kaya parang na-translate sa buhay ni Nikki. No, kung paanong pinanindigan niya rin yung kanyang pinaniniwalaan. No, at every step of the way, even at points na maaring mapeligro ang kanyang buhay at saka ang kanyang kinabukasan, consistent at coherent siya doon sa kanyang pinapaniwalaan.
Feeling ko tama ka dyan, Tita Bolet. No? Kasi lalo na kapag binasa mo yung libro niya, Threefolding, yan ay very famous, no, sa development community. Halaw sa realidad yung kanyang mga insights dahil siya ay kasama sa civil society. At tama ka, no? He's a guy who walks his talk. No? And kita mo naman sa itsura pa lang ng mukha. Mukha talagang mabait na tao at mukhang authentic na tao. Tingin ko sa kanya visionary. Ewan ko lang, in terms of executive experience sa governance. Ako sa akin, matingkad kasing qualification na dapat nakikita ko yun eh. Personally, from the point of view of a political scientist and somebody who is in governance. Ano? It's not enough that you are a visionary. It is important as well na meron ka talagang nagkaroon kaya siya ng maging mayor man lang. Mukhang wala sa record niya, Ate Melba. Meron ba?
Wala. Ang kanyang field of action talaga is the NGO community. And he is well received sa community na yan. Ang concern ko nga lang is, siguro like many people who are within the NGO community, yung challenge to translate yung mga ideals, tsaka mga ideological paradigms it's circulating within the NGO community. Pero yung how to translate that and make that workable doon sa larger society, especially doon sa translating it through the mechanisms ng governance, medyo mahirap-hirap yung task na yun. And I am not sure na si Nikki will do very well sa ganong context. Parang si Nikki yung technocrat, yung is a highly technical as well as very spiritual na tao. Na sa tingin ko kung ako ang presidente, I will want to have him as a cabinet member sa environment.
Maybe. I'm impressed also with the concreteness of his answers, nalilinisin niya lahat yung mga appointees in the first 100 days. Kaya palakpakan ng mga tao dyan, At saka napakaganda rin yung kanyang konsepto ng civil society. Gagawa siya ng komisyon na magpa-participate yung civil society. Kasama na dyan ang iglesia at sari-sari pang ahensya, At saka mga people's movements. I think that's a good idea and a concrete one. Pero talagang wala ngang proven track record. But I'm glad na merong evolution si Nikki Perlas. Ang evolution niya, ang dating sa akin, it's moving from more cognitive, intellectual, to more integrated view of things na nagpa-participate pati ang damdamin niya. At saka evolution to more intellectual, rational, philosophical, to something really nitty-gritty and concrete.
You see it dun yung he was emotionally moved when he was recounting yung experience of starvation, bringing this petition against yung Bataan nuclear plant sa Amerika. And sabi niya na nagkaroon siya ng spiritual core out of that experience. I especially appreciate that. Gusto ko rin yung sinabi niya about yung it is unfortunate na very strong yung mga spiritual values ng mga Pilipino. Ang problema, yung government is not aligned with these values. So, yung gobyerno mo walang culture fit, no? Doon sa damang-dama na spirituality ng mga tao. Kaya hindi naman accident na mga Pilipino, they respond sa mga tao ngayon tungkol doon sa issue ng morals, no?
Exactly.
Hindi masyado yung competence sa governance, no? Doon sa survey ng SWS, very strong yun na ang competence takes a backseat doon sa integrity, no? And whoever will provide a strong solution sa corruption. Sa tingin ko, maganda yung punto na yun ni Nikki na merong kang misfit yung mga nakaupo sa governance at saka yung napakaraming sambayan ng Pilipino na actually are longing. Merong very deep na longing, no? For ethics, no? Sa ating pamahalaan.
Kaya gusto ko yung cultural at saka spiritual sensitivity na yan No? Na imamanifest
Very
ng
rare
tao
si
ito.
Nikki yun. In that
Malalim,
way.
no?
Malalim
Malalim
siya.
sa kanya.
Malalim na tao.
Oo. In relation to sa sinabi mo, Ate Melba, na kahit sa surveys, ang gusto ng Pilipino ngayon ay yung mas mataas yung integrity. No? I think you're right there because I think kaya lumalabas yun sa mga surveys. It's because hindi nga nila gusto talaga itong pamamalakad ng gobyerno. It's actually a reaction to, we have a very competent, socialized into politics na presidente na feeling nila did not quite deliver and has made the misery out of our lives. So I think that is where that is coming from. Yung ganong mataas na preference for integrity. Pero feeling ko pa rin, no? Integrity is important, but track record is important as well.
Siyempre, competence is important.
Parang yun ang tandem na lumalabas.
Na parang
The
kailangan.
tandem is, we're looking for a person whom we can believe, who is credible because he has lived a good life.
Lived a good life, yeah.
But at the same time, has track record, has demonstrated a certain level of competence, that our people can say, he can lead us because he knows the way.
And to negotiate the very complex political forces that operate and cultural operative culture that we are in the Philippines.